September of 2011, nicknamed after Heisman Trophy winner Johnny the Jet Rodgers. The Jet Award was born, honoring the top college football return specialist each year. Our first 5 winners were Joe Adams, Tavon Alston, Ty Montgomery, Tyler Lockett, and Christian McCaffrey. In 2012, University of Arkansas's Joe Adams became the first inaugural Jet Award winner. That year, he helped to bring his team some of the most exciting punt returns in Razorback history. After winning the Jet Award, Joe was drafted by the Carolina Panthers, where he spent 1 year as a punt returner and wide receiver. In 2013, University of West Virginia's Tavon Alston was the recipient of the Jet Award for the 2012 season. After shattering records that year, he was drafted in the first round, 8th overall, by NFL's St. Louis Rams. He was an immediate star for the Rams in 2013. Tavon played in 13 of 16 games, collecting 40 passes for 418 yards and 4 touchdowns. In 2014, Stanford University's Ty Montgomery was the 3rd recipient of the Jet Award trophy for the 2013 season. In 2013, Ty was voted consensus All-American, and his 36 kickoff returns for over 1,000 yards, including 2 touchdowns, made him the hands-down winner of the 2013 Jet Award. In 2015, Ty was drafted by the Green Bay Packers. In 2015, Kansas State's Tyler Lockett accepted the Jet Award for the 2014 season and won by returning punts and kicks better than anyone else in the country. Later that year, he was married into the NFL by the Seattle Seahawks, and what a happy marriage it's been. In just his first 2 seasons, Tyler snagged 92 passes and ran for 1,260 yards and 7 touchdowns. At the 2016 Jet Award banquet, Stanford University's Christian McCaffrey accepted the Jet Award trophy for the 2015 season. In a single season, Christian ran 337 times for over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. He caught 45 passes for 645 yards and amassed a jaw-dropping 1,200 yards and 2 touchdowns on returns. Where is he now? Although we can't comment on his future because it's yet to be created, we can say it looks pretty bright. Now, let's all give a warm welcome to our 2017 Jet Award Master of Ceremony, Command Sergeant Major Patrick Z. Alston.
And the lights are bright in here. How's everybody doing? Gentlemen, you look okay. Ladies, you look fabulous. Gentlemen, please give those ladies a big round of applause. So good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be back in the great city of Omaha, Nebraska. I will tell you that when I moved down to Savannah, Georgia, where it's average 80 degrees every day, I missed Omaha. When the sun came up on time every day, I missed Omaha. When the winds were very calm, guess what? I missed Omaha. So it is an honor and privilege to be back here and to be your Master of Ceremonies one more time for this prestigious award, the Jet Award. So we have an outstanding event for you all tonight, and I can only hope that you have enjoyed the event so far. But I'm here to tell you that the best is yet to come. Can you repeat that after me? Can you say, the best is yet to come? Wait a minute. So let me let you all know something. So I spent about 35 and a half years in the United States military, where we learned one thing up front, and that's how to be loud. We don't know how to do too much else. People think that we're expert in killing people and defending the nation and doing all that good stuff. But what we are experts in is faking motivation. So I need you all to fake a little motivation for me and repeat after me. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Woo! Mr. Yanni, could you hear that? All right. So if Mr. Yanni could hear it, everybody could hear it. See, the Jet Award Gala is really about three primary things. First, awarding the top college football return specialist of the 2016 season. Second, awarding scholarships for the trades to students at Metro Community College. By far, I think is the most important of the three, because you have to understand that tomorrow is in the hands of our youth. And how we prepare them to lead us tomorrow is really up to us. You know, I used to tell young soldiers that when I retired, I wanted to be able to sit on the porch in hometown USA, and I wanted to pick up the Army Times, the Navy Times, Marine Corps Times, Air Force Times, and I wanted to utter some very important words. My armed forces is still the strong armed forces in the free world. But if I ever had to utter these words, what the hell has happened to my armed forces, I have to look in the mirror, because that means I did not prepare my replacement. And so by us honoring our youth with these scholarships, we are preparing our future leaders, and we're preparing our future to be just as good, if not better, than it was for us. So this is the 6th year of the Jet Awards, and it's been by far our biggest year in giving out scholarships. You will hear more about that in a little while. And the third, and probably the most important thing, is for us to put on an event that you can kick back, that you can enjoy yourselves, and that you can network with one another. So at this moment, kick back, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your meal, and network with one another. I hope everybody's enjoying their meal. When nobody talks back to you, that's a sign that everybody's enjoying their meal. Ladies and gentlemen, while you are partaking of that delicious meal, we would be remiss as a foundation if we did not take the opportunity to recognize one of Nebraska's greatest heroes. Now, I'm not a big University of Nebraska fan because I love the Georgia Bulldogs, but I am a fan of the next individual that I want you all to join me in honoring, because he's truly done a lot for the state of Nebraska. As you know, Nebraska do not have a pro football team, so your pro football team is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. When I first got stationed here 5 years ago, I learned one thing real fast. Don't go shopping when Nebraska is playing, because nobody's going to help you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me. Put your forks down. Your meal is not going to walk off the table. Please join me in a loud Omaha, Nebraska round of applause for the greatest coach in the University of Nebraska's history. He's here with us tonight in living flesh, none other than Tom Osborne.
Yep. I'm very unaccustomed to public speaking. So Johnny grabbed me and said, say a couple words, so thanks for being here. But the thing that I think I said at the first one of these occasions several years ago was that probably the biggest plays in football are the return plays, because those will average 7, 8, 9, 10 yards a play. And place from scrimmage, maybe 5 yards. And so we paid a lot of attention to that. And Johnny was probably the guy that I coached or had something to do with, who made the greatest difference in a football game. And we had a lot of great players. But he was a great return guy, great receiver, good run from the line of scrimmage. But the thing that he always did was he got us great field position. So really glad that we're honoring the kick return guys. Want to congratulate the present honoree. It's great to see Lynn Swann tonight. He was one of my many recruiting failures over the years. And I have a bunch of them. Rick Upchurch was another one. But some of them came that were really good. So enough for me, but thank you guys for being here. Thanks for supporting this event. And congratulations to Johnny and all the other honorees. Thank you.
Come on, y'all can do better than that. That's the greatest coach in the history of Nebraska. Thanks, Coach. That was inspiring, and I will let you know if you want to come back, University of Georgia is always looking for a good coach. The people in this room tonight have made it possible for us to provide the largest total donations for scholarships to Metro Community College in the history of the Jet Award Foundation, the 6-year history of the Jet Award Foundation. It would be in the excess of 50, yes, I said $50,000 in scholarships given out tonight. But wait a minute. Let me break that down for you. You, the difference makers, have provided $50,000 worth of scholarships, and Metro Community College have committed to matching it dollar for dollar. So a good old country boy from Georgia can do the math. 50 and 50 equals $100,000 in scholarships tonight. So I would like to ask Mr. Randy Smazel, the president of Metro Community College, to please stand and be recognized for the efforts of your college in matching the Jet Award Foundation dollar for dollar. But you know how I am. I got another secret for you. Tonight, there is one more opportunity for you, say you, say me, to make a difference. On your table is a card that is waiting for you to fill out with your name, a valid credit card, not one you found today, a valid one that will go through the system and make a contribution to America's future. And Metro Community College has said, Sergeant Major, for every person that fills out a card and turn it in, we'll match it 100%. See, it is because of you that we have came together tonight as one voice to make a difference in student lives and secure a future for all. Please join me in a loud round of applause for you, the difference makers. Please focus your attention towards the screens as we view a special creation for you, the difference makers. See, the video was created just for tonight as a special way to say thank you to each and every one of you. We hope you enjoyed this original video and soundtrack created right here in Omaha, Nebraska by Performance Solution. Together, we are one. Roll the video.
But ourselves in the vision of one God, through the eyes of a child, in the spirit of the world, we are one, together we are one. Since then, with the shift of the wind and challenges too great for some, we embrace the unknown, rise above it all. We are one, together we are one. Look around, you feel your heart. We're not that different after all. Together we inspire, together we are strong. When we're together, we are one. Not the same, different hearts, minds and souls. Our dreams, they give us hope. Share the waters of the earth, the air, sky and sun. We are one, together we are one. Around you, feel your heart. The universe hears us all. Together we inspire, together we are strong to be more than ourselves. We are one. Since the moment of change, and we stand in line, the opportunity from adversity captures the sum. So on the road we travel, and on mountains steep to climb, we are one, forever we are one. We are one, forever we are one.
Oh, come on, you can do a little bit better than that. We are one. So, ladies and gentlemen, please take that as a personal thank you to each and every one of you for what you have already done and what we know you're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our first guest speaker. This guest speaker has traveled a long distance to get here, all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska. Our very own head football coach, Coach Mike Riley. Hold on, Coach. Hold on, Coach. Johnny sent you up here, but I'm in charge. This is not Lincoln right now. Just hold on. I'll call you up when I'm ready for you. Coach Riley led the Cornhuskers to an outstanding season this year, finishing 9-3. Now, that do not include the loss in the bowl game. And I tried not to include the loss to Iowa, but I couldn't get away with that one. He was previously the head coach at Oregon State University. He also coached in the NFL, the San Diego Chargers. He also coached in the CFL, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Johnny once told me about Coach, and I quote, Coach Riley's strong values, systems, and winning attitude is a perfect fit for our university. I feel that our future is bright. Not as bright as it was when we had Coach Osborne, but our future is bright with him at the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm welcome for our coach, Coach Mike Riley.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, that's close enough for me. That's good stuff. We really appreciate being here. My wife, Dee, came up with me tonight. Dee, take a bow. We appreciate that. We are having a blast right now in Lincoln. We just finished practice. I was really stretching it. Coach Osborne will understand this. Just a couple more plays tonight, and all of a sudden it was 6:04. So I had my stuff in the car. She was ready to go right outside. So here we are, and we're thankful to be here. What a great night! What a great night this is. I'm here representing the university, and that, as you know, represents everybody in the state. And I'm very, very proud to do that. Such a great legacy with the great coaches, Devaney and Coach Osborne, and I'm really, really proud to be a part of that. And we want to make it where all of you are really, really proud of the program, of what we're doing, and that everybody, we know everybody cares, everybody feels about it. So we're thankful for that. I'm proud to be here tonight representing our football program. I'm also here because Johnny asked me. And I've got, Johnny and I were fierce competitors in college. You might remember him in the 71 Orange Bowl, but you probably don't remember me. But I was pretending to fight. It didn't look like it exactly. Johnny's team at Nebraska killed us. I played at Alabama in that great bowl game, and it was memorable. And so when I came to Nebraska, one of the first people to remind me about that game was yours truly, right here, Johnny. But we've had, yeah, that's right. But we've had fun with it. And, you know, I think that this is what a special award for the Jacksons to be here. This is, and for Lynn Swann to be here tonight. This is one of those events that honors football in a particular way. Back in the day when I was a secondary coach in the Canadian Football League, and then became the head coach of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, I looked around and it's only a 5-man staff. Somebody had to coach the special teams, and it ended up I had to nominate myself to do that. But one of the great things that I ever did in my coaching career, coached the punt team and the punt return team, the kickoff team, kickoff return, field goal block. I had not done that before. I studied it, watched it, and then coached it. And we all know now, as we go forward, what a great impact that plays on the game. So to honor a player of Adori's status, to come here to Lincoln and say, this is important, what a great award, named after the Jet himself, I think that is so special. And let's give that a hand. That is... We are about doing great work here, and like I said, we want to represent all of you at the highest level. We are proud to be a part of this. When Nebraska does something, as you guys see, they do it at a high level, and they care. Everybody cares. We're thankful you are all here. Congratulations, Adori. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for inviting Dee and I up. Let's have a great evening. Go Big Red. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Coach, for those inspiring words. You almost make me want to be a Cornhuskers fan, but I got a little bit more convincing to do because those Bulldogs are right there in my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to present to you an individual that has done a tremendous amount of heavy lifting to ensure that these scholarships are presented to the right person at the right time for the right reason to enhance their future and secure our future. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kathy J. Trotter to talk to you about the scholarships that the Jet Award is so passionate about.
Bright lights up here. Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to present the Johnny Rodgers Career and Technical Education Scholarships. I know some of you are wondering, what is the Johnny Rodgers Career and Technical Education Scholarships? I'm glad you asked. Johnny Rodgers attended Omaha Tech High School, an institution that provided Omaha's youth with vocational education prior to the establishment of Metropolitan Community College, which now serves that role in the community. Johnny is fulfilling a dream of his this evening by awarding scholarships to students in the trades. This scholarship may be used for tuition, fees, and books at Metropolitan Community College. This year, we will be awarding 2 scholarships to deserving students. Special thanks to Metropolitan Community College Foundation for their assistance with these scholarships. The first recipient is April McQueen. April is unable to be here this evening, but let's give her a round of applause. Johnny, come on. I'm still trying to tell him what to do. Don't listen. Our next recipient is Jamie Michaud.
Tell her you went to Tech too, huh?
Jamie is the proud mother of a 5-year-old daughter and a military spouse. She has spent the past 10 years putting her husband's career first. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Hey, I'm talking. She has spent the past 10 years putting her husband's career first and finally decided that it was time for her to establish a better career for herself. Jamie spent nearly 10 years in banking and accounting positions, but was not able to advance because of lack of education. Jamie currently is a full-time student at Metropolitan Community College pursuing an associate's degree. She plans to graduate in the spring of 2018. Jamie has maintained a 4.0 grade point average while taking care of family and working nights and weekends. Jamie stated that she loves attending Metropolitan Community College because she feels like all the professors and faculty really want to see their students succeed. Jamie would like to thank the generous donors because she is one step closer to having a genuine career. Jamie R. Michaud.
All right.
Let's give our scholarship recipient one more big hand.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
A wine on my table. No.
Jamie, say something.
Thank you. Honestly, thank you to all the donors. This wouldn't be possible without you. I appreciate it so much.
And Kathy has been ordering me around for about 45 years. Ordering me.
All right. Thanks, Miss Kathy, for messing up my entire script here. I was supposed to introduce Johnny and the president, but of course she just takes charge, so I'll flip through here and figure out where I'm supposed to be at. Every year, the Jet Foundation presents an award called the Legacy Award. It is given to a top return specialist from the last 50 years. Now, see, that specialist should have received this award some time ago. But because Johnny's vision of the Jet Award was developed very, 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 very slow, like he develops everything, I really don't know why we call him the Jet. Should call him the Putt-Putt. But with all that being said, this year, the Legacy Award winner is known as not just one of the best, but perhaps the best Denver Bronco of all times, Mr. Rick Upchurch. See, Mr. Upchurch made a name for himself. Johnny, you had me write all this stuff. You at least could let me read it. Rick, can you just stay right there? Just hold on. See, Mr. Upchurch made a name for himself by showing off his versatility as a runner, catcher, thrower, and returner at the University of Minnesota. Over a 2-year period, he ran 294 times for 1,783 yards and caught 18 passes for 242 yards. In 1975, Rick was drafted into the NFL by the Denver Broncos. In 1977, Rick led the NFL in punt return yards and helped power the Broncos to their first ever Super Bowl. That year, he set a Super Bowl record for the longest kickoff return in Super Bowl history. He played in 4 Pro Bowls and was a 5-time All-Pro. Named to the All-Decade team in 1970 and 1980. During his career, he accumulated 3,008 punt return yards, 2,355 kick return yards, and caught 4,369 yards worth of passes. By the time Rick finished out, listen to this number. By the time Rick finished out his career, he amassed some 10,000 plus yards. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our Legacy Award winner, none other than Rick Upchurch.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Good evening. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. All right. Can't hear myself. But thank you so very much. I'm so thankful to be here. Johnny, thank you so very much for this award. I am so thankful for it. All of your staff, this is just wonderful. I didn't know you were doing this over here, Johnny. And this is something, man, that we all must understand. Special teams is special forces. We dictate field position, and we can change the momentum of a game like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ask Johnny. He did it many, many times. Ask Greg Pruitt. Did it many, many times. Ask Lynn Swann. Many, many times. It changes the game. How do we start a football game? With a kickoff. How can we end the game? With a field goal, right, Coach? Special teams, man, is that other third of the game. And so what I ask young people today is to take pride in it. Know that it can change a game immediately. It can win championships for you. Ask Mr. Norwood from Buffalo. What happened? Wide what? I didn't hear you. Wide what? Wide right, and Buffalo loses the Super Bowl, right? okay? No doubt about it. Johnny Rodgers against Oklahoma. And let me tell you something, folks. Johnny Rodgers was my childhood hero. Gale Sayers, when I was little, was my childhood hero. So to have two guys from Omaha watching Gale Sayers and going out as a youngin', trying to be him, and then watching Johnny Rodgers when I was at Indian Hills Community College and watching Johnny, because here's how all this happened, is that Willie Harper, who I grew up with in Toledo, Ohio, he was the defensive end for the Huskers. I grew up with him. So I was watching Oklahoma and Nebraska, and I was watching Willie. And then all of a sudden, I see this young, little guy like me, breaking off on him and breaking ankles and all that type of stuff. And I said, man, I want to be like him and Gale Sayers. And if I can package that together, I can be halfway decent. And then at the university, when I went to Indian Hills Community College, my last year, I came to Nebraska. Coach Tom Osborne had me in his office, and he told me, he says, Rick, we just lost a great one, but you could be our next Johnny Rodgers. And I said, and I sat up and my ears got all fucked up, and I was like, yeah, really? You believe that, Coach? Remember, Coach? No doubt about it. So I had my opportunity to come here, but I said I didn't want to see any more silos or anything. I'm going to Minnesota. That's what I said. Man, let me go to Minnesota where they got some city life. But anyway, but anyway, when I went to Minnesota, guess who we have on our schedule twice? Nebraska. I said, uh-oh, there's going to be trouble in the house now. No doubt about it. I remember the first game, Coach Osborne. You came to University of Minnesota in Minneapolis. You beat us 34-7. I said, man, that wasn't too bad. Now, next year we come where? To the Big Red House. I said, man, this isn't so bad. Well, it wasn't too bad until you shook the hornet's nest. We shook the hornet's nest, and it was like 35-0 at halftime, and we ended up getting beat 59-0. Coach, I should have come to Nebraska. No doubt about it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so very much, and I'm truly honored. But kids, understand this. Look, we were always told, if we don't make first team, we hang around on special teams. And then somewhere down the road, what you're going to be able to do is step in somebody else's shoes. And that's what I tell the kids today. Take pride in your special teams. You can change a game. You can win championships. You dictate field position. And that's what it's all about. Special teams, a rare breed. God bless you all. God bless Johnny, what you're doing. And God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, now could you please turn your attention to the screens. You have heard him. Now you have the opportunity to see him in action. Roll the video.
Rick Upchurch, the 2016 Legacy winner. From Centerville Community College and the Minnesota Golden Gophers, Rick Upchurch is the most prolific return specialist in Broncos history.
Would Coach Reed and Mr. Greg Pruitt please come forward and present the Legacy Award to our winner, none other than Rick Upchurch.
When we started the award situation, my first thought was that we should not start an award if we do not go back and honor those who made the award popular in the first place. And that's where the Legacy Award came from. All I need to say here in presenting the trophy is that I'm standing on stage with 21 years in the NFL, 12 over here and 9 over here. It's spectacular, spectacular.
It's my honor to present this award. I think Rick is very deserving of this, and we're trying to, and I agree with him that special teams does play a special place in football, and I don't know why we don't have any Hall of Fame special team or return guys, but maybe we can change that. Rick found out, and Lynn, I told Lynn about the guy on the trophy, and for those who've not been here, the guy on the trophy, not the one with the ball, but the one that's laying down is me. So for those of you that don't know the story behind that, Johnny and I became friends when I was a junior in college. We made the Kodak All-America team, and we became real good friends. In fact, I used to come to Lincoln and visit with Johnny. We competed in everything. And when Johnny won the Heisman, I said, Johnny, that was close. I mean, really, I could have won the Heisman. And he said, well, you can only put one guy on the Heisman, but I promise you one day I'll put a trophy out there with both of us on it. And I had no idea this is what he had in mind. But he is a man of his word. So again, I want to congratulate Rick, and I appreciate all of you that support this program. I too believe that our kids are our future. I tell kids all the time, they have no choice. They are our future. They do have a choice in where they're going to be in our future. And so we do those things that give them an opportunity to accomplish some of the dreams and goals that they have. So again, thank you.
And folks, the trophy created by Joe Puttinger, where you at, Joe? Okay, and also the tunnel at the University of Nebraska, we all know what that means. He's the creator of all that. He created the trophy. Unfortunately, he created it 80 pounds is what it weighs, so we can't give it to him. He'll have to take it off on a cart here later on.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Rick.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah, Greg, I was waiting to see what you're going to try to pick that trophy up. I was waiting. The next individual, we could talk about all his accomplishments all day long. In many conversations, he's been called the greatest receiver to ever play the game. Lynn Swann started his stellar career at Southern California University, where he had 95 catches for 1,562 yards, 11 touchdowns, many drop passes. He told me not to say that part. That's why I just kind of hesitated. I didn't know whether I should say it or not. But Lynn had as many drops as he had catches when he was at Southern Cal. So we'll just move on. He also returned 49 punts for 599 yards with 2 scores, while rushing for 200 yards on 26 carries. Lynn led the Trojans in receiving in 1971 and 1973 and was USC leading punt returner in all 3 of his seasons at the university. Lynn was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame, the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame, the USC's Athletic Hall of Fame, and the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame. He received the NCAA Silver Anniversary Award in 1999. Whoa! Lynn, did I read it all right? I told you to put it the way you want me to say it. Okay, I'll keep going. He went on to become a first-round draft choice of the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1974. At that time, little known fact, when Lynn was drafted in 74, there were 3 other guys drafted with him, and all 4 of them are in the Hall of Fame. Where he spent his entire 9-year career, Lynn played in Super Bowl 9, 10, 13, and 14. And yes, the Steelers won them all. Lynn was named the MVP, and go ahead, give it up, give it up. Give it up. If you notice, I'm not clapping because I'm a Cowboys fan. Lynn was named the MVP of Super Bowl 10, where he had 4 catches for 161 yards, which is a Super Bowl record. After Lynn's stellar football career, he made a mark in the world of broadcasting, politics, silver engagements, and philanthropy. He was named USC's 8th athletic director on April the 13th, exactly 1 year from today. How about a big Omaha welcome for none other than the greatest football player, well, probably next to Mean Joe Green, next to Terry Bradshaw, next to Franco Harris. Let's roll the video before I bring Lynn up so I can think about a couple more players. Roll the video.
Lynn Swann, a legendary Hall of Fame wide receiver from USC and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lynn played in 4 Super Bowls and won all 4. He was the MVP of Super Bowl 10.
In the AFC Championship game, I suffered a concussion. I was in the hospital for a couple of days. Fortunately for me, we had a 2-week period between that game and the Super Bowl. It was a terrible week of practice. I had no idea whether I was going to play or not. Then Cliff Harris made a comment and a statement in a newspaper article about what he would do to me if I took the field, and that was a direct challenge. He just kind of threw the gauntlet down, and I said, look, hey, I got to take this.
Bradshaw to fire to the near side, and it may be intercepted. Leaping forward was Lynn Swann, and they rule a good catch at the Dallas 16-yard line as Swann beat the defensive back Mark Washington on a great play.
The first catch was a pass along the sideline, and by all rights, Bradshaw probably shouldn't have thrown it to me. I was covered, he threw it, it was high. I had to somehow get up in the air, make the catch, and stay in bounds. So I was able to do that. My mindset was, I don't care where the ball's thrown. I don't care what the coverage is. It doesn't matter the pattern. I have to catch the very first pass thrown to me. And I was able to do that.
Bradshaw looking over the line. It sets. He goes back to pass. He looks downfield, has time, cranks it, going long for Swann. He's got it.
Bradshaw threw 5 passes to me in that ball game. I caught 4 of them.
Bradshaw's back. He wants to throw. Now he fires for the bomb. And Lynn Swann going for it. Swann pulls it in for a touchdown. Lynn Swann beat his man on a bomb.
I had no idea that was the MVP until one of the members of the media said, how does it feel to be the MVP? I said, who's the MVP? He said, you are. I said, oh, feels good.
Did I say Mean Joe Green? Okay, check. I want to make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a big Omaha welcome for an incredible athlete, but more so an incredible man, Lynn Swann.
Thank you. Appreciate this. Is this the part where I'm supposed to introduce the award winner? Johnny, is this huh? Yes? Not yet? Or you want me to introduce him? Okay, I will. Okay. Master Sergeant, is that correct? Yep. Huh? Command Sergeant Major. Okay, I just want you to know that I know you have served your country well. I have heard your voice. I have heard your voice. I'm sure the men and women under you have heard your voice clearly and loudly. But I want you to know my oldest son is a sophomore at West Point, and he will be giving you orders. Folks, I have a feeling, Johnny, that over the years you've had this award, this is kind of what it is. It's kind of like a little insight into the locker room sometimes when the banner goes back and forth. But it's a pleasure to be here. Coach Osborne, always a pleasure to see you and to see the good work that you've done covering Nebraska football at ABC for many years and getting a chance to know Coach Osborne and watching the things he did with mentoring, teaching his football team how to become mentors of young men has been an outstanding example. Johnny, you led the way, winning the Heisman Trophy, letting people understand, the people out there in the football world, breaking the ceiling, letting them know that it didn't have to be a quarterback or a running back. The other players on the field had the great talent and could be the best players in the college football that year. Congratulations to you. To Mike Yanni and your support of this program and all the things you've done in Omaha and around this city and around the state, congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of you for all the great work you've done here at this community college and around Nebraska. Coach, good to see you. I hope you do a great job. I said this to Antonio Brown, who's a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was on the football field, and he came over, and he said, Mr. Swann, can I rub your hands? Can I get some of that? And I looked at Antonio and said, Antonio, you don't have to do that. I said, you only have one job. He goes, what's that? To make everybody who watches you play football forget about the last guy who was there. Me, John Stallworth, Hines Ward, make them forget about it. Coach Osborne's a great coach. The one thing he wants most in the world is for you to be better. Good luck to you. You're honoring with the Jet Award a young man at USC who has been absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And I feel like a little bit of a kindred spirit. I mean, I became the athletic director a year ago. You know, he's leaving, unfortunately. And, you know, I was a punt returner. He was a punt returner. I graduated from Sarah High School in San Mateo, California. He graduated from Sarah High School in Los Angeles. I competed in the long jump, was a California State long jump champion. He was a long jumper. He competed for the Olympics. I couldn't compete, but the guy beat one, so I think I could have won a gold medal, okay? So I think we have a lot in common. Now, folks, there are a lot of records and gaudy numbers in terms of returns that, you know, Adoree Jackson has. He is the leader at USC in returns. 3 years starting cornerback, 139 tackles, 6 interceptions, 39 receptions with 6 touchdowns, 79 kickoff returns for a 27.1-yard average with 4 touchdowns, 46 punt returns for a 12.6-yard average with 4 touchdowns. Folks, I hope you had a chance at least to see the highlights of last season's game against Notre Dame. This game was absolutely phenomenal. Adoree scored 3 touchdowns. Intercepting, returns, as a wide receiver, he did it all for the University of Southern California. His talent is unmistakable, but I think his talent is only secondary to what his true talents really are. When we talk about Johnny, when we talk about Coach Osborne, Coach Riley, Mike Yanni, when we talk about all those people who are great leaders in our country, we're not talking about talent. We're talking about leadership. We're talking about their concern for other people other than themselves. We're talking about them giving the best they have to push people forward to be better, to build great teams, to make the team better than it could ever be before. When I came to USC, I didn't know a lot of the players on the football team, having moved from Pittsburgh. So this first year was a chance for me to watch, to observe, and to learn some of these young men. And of course, those who were leaving wouldn't have a chance to see again. But let me tell you what I think Adorie's real talents are. They are as a leader and a builder of character for his teammates. Throughout the year, I saw this team struggle to a 1-3 start, losing badly to Alabama. But the spirit of Adoree Jackson as a leader in the locker room never waned, constantly encouraging his teammates to play better, to be stronger, to get better every day at practice. And it was every day at practice he was encouraging his teammates, not just the other defensive backs, but the wide receivers to play tough, to play hard every day at practice. He doesn't get better unless the wide receiver is challenging him every day at practice and giving him a platform to continue to prove and get better for himself. That receiver doesn't get better unless Adoree is challenging him and playing him hard every day on any given circumstance and creation that the coach puts on the practice field for that day. When the team is up, he's fighting, telling the guys to play better, to be stronger. When the team is down, he's talking to offensive players that they can continue to do this and get better. He's talking to his defensive players. He's talking to the guys who are walk-ons on the football team to help them stay encouraged, to get out there, play hard every day at practice. He is a consummate team player and leader. So receiving this award tonight, you honor him for the talent he has displayed as a player on the field. By your other examples that are discussed this evening, he gets a chance to see where his leadership can take him beyond football, where his leadership and concern for other people will make him far greater than just being a football player, from winning an award, but being a leader of men, setting examples, and being that player that Rick Upchurch talked about, that Johnny was for him, that Gail Sayles was for him. Adoree, these young people who have watched you in Southern California, around the country, they will hold you in high esteem. They will hold you as that model of a person they want to be and to emulate. And I want to congratulate you on being that player for the University of Southern California and for being that player in the future for everybody you meet. God bless you. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your Jill Award winner, Adoree Jackson.
Okay, we got one more part to do before we give him the award. Okay, but I got it.
He's coming up.
Okay. You can stand this up. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Johnny the Jet Rodgers. We've got Lynn Swann. We're ready to present the award to the 2016 Jet Award winner. And we're going to talk a little bit more about him later. But since Lynn and Johnny has just hijacked this whole program, we're going to keep going. Without further ado, let's present the award. You can just get close to the door. We're going to roll the video because can't nobody up here pick it up. Roll the video.
Adoree Jackson, the 2016 Jet Award winner. He played cornerback, wide receiver, and was a return specialist. On April 9th, just last Sunday, the LA Times said, Speedy Adoree Jackson is one of the most intriguing players at NFL Combine.
Side off to the races and tackled from behind by Jackson, and Harris says, I can't believe somebody caught me.
And Adoree Jackson picks it up. Jackson in space. Adoree Jackson gone. That is one of the premier cover guys in all of college football.
What speed, what talent.
This time Jackson has a shot. Here comes Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson! There goes Adoree!
Every time he touches the ball, he might score a touchdown.
And he provides the spark UNSC needs.
Just an otherworldly effort from Adoree Jackson. He's virtually doing the splits.
Upfield on and lowers his shoulder but loses the ball. And here goes Adoree Jackson. Jackson down the sideline at the 10.
They can't kick him the ball.
Intercepted by Adoree Jackson.
He baited Browning like Deion Sanders used to.
There's Jackson back on the offense and fighting through some people. Great perseverance for Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson trying to set USC up and then some. Punt return, touchdown. Donald looking his way and throwing his way. Jackson gets outside down the sideline, stays on his feet. He's going to go all the way. I got one more in me. 7 losses by a total of 32 points for Notre Dame coming into this one. Been in every game, and they're in this game. And here's Adoree Jackson. Leaps over one man. Has one more man to beat. He's got a block. Adoree Jackson, touchdown again. It's a hat trick.
And the crowd at the Coliseum is going wild. Adoree Jackson does it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a hand, let's give a stand for the baddest man on the planet. Thanks, Mom. Oh. You like that? Well, this is you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. John here. John is the artist that drew the picture here. Give him a hand, will you? Okay. Adoree Jackson, because we love great returns. The 2016 Jet Award winner, the baddest man on the planet. Right now. We appreciate you, and we'd like to say a few words to your audience, and congratulations. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. All right, you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. First off, I want to thank God for just allowing me to be here and blessing me with the ability to come out here and play each and every Saturday and to put smiles on somebody else's faces. And I always told myself it was my job, I think from him, evangelize his truths and his faith on the football field. So I was tweeting or trying to preach or give faith about God. And then to the recent guys who just won the award, I just want to say, believe in yourselves and always have faith. That's one of the things that got me through how I got through, just believing in yourself, because nobody else may believe in you. Of course, your family, but some of your closest friends, you know, they may say they want you to do well, but deep down inside, they wish they were you and don't want to see you shine. So just have faith and believe in yourself, and have faith in God and understand that He's going to steer you wrong, and He will always put you in the right direction. And if you understand you got Him on your side, it should be all right. My mom used to always tell me, yeah, my mom used to always tell me, pray about everything and worry about nothing. So you guys on your next adventures in college, don't have no worry or no doubt about anything. Just go out there, you know, and play the game that you love. I always thought when I got to the next level that the game of football may change. You know, you hear everybody say it's faster, it's much stronger, and this and that. But at the end of the day, football is just football. So once you go out there and understand that the people around you, your peers, they got to put on the same shoulder pads as you. And the guys that you're going to face in the future, when you go against somebody that's supposed to be the top dog or the next big dog, understand they was in the same shoes you in, probably had the same feelings you had. So my message to you guys is good luck, congratulations for thus far, and just keep pounding. And to the city here, Omaha, thank you guys for welcoming me here. I'm from the Midwest, so it's like a homecoming to me to be back here. So I want to thank you guys for the warm welcome, not just for me and my family here today. We really are truly honored to be in this city, and you guys to show us love and appreciation. Thank you to Mr. Jet, the guy who got this started. You know, you think of return men, and I look up on this wall, Tavon Alston, Joe Adams, Tom Montgomery, Tyler Lockett, and Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey tore us up a couple times, so I don't really want to look at that picture that much, but it's well deserving of those guys. And I know if this award would have been on, you got other guys like Devin Hester, who I idolized a lot in the return game, and other guys who came before him who would have won this award. So to be part of this family, when I first got here, they said, welcome to the family. And you don't hear that from a lot of different awards that are live stream and mainstream. And I know this award will get there hopefully next year. And I know that you guys won't change and will always remain the same. So thank you guys for having me here. It's truly a blessing and an honor. And one more last time, fight on.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you probably already know, you can have a seat. You can have a seat. You already know, behind every good man is a good woman. And if you haven't read the story about Adori's mom, you have truly missed an inspirational moment in this young man's life. Here's a mother that truly understands what it is to be selfless. In the military, I've learned that selflessness allows us to defend this nation and put our lives in harm's way and die for individuals that we never, ever get an opportunity to meet. And I thought I had that cornered in my vocabulary, whatever that word is. But I really didn't until I read the story about her last night. Being diagnosed with breast cancer as he's getting ready to start his sophomore year, but feeling that it is something she has to keep deep down within herself and only share it with her husband. Not daring to let it get to him because she was more worried about him being focused on the football field and accomplishing a life goal that he had. And so what she did was she never uttered a word until the last game of the year after he scored the final touchdown to win the game. And as the story said, when she went on the field to hug him and to congratulate him, somehow that secret slipped out. And you know how the media is. The media is always at the right place at the right time. And the media grabbed that story, and that is the only way Adori knew that his mom had a fight of her life and that she came through that fight. And she promised him one thing, and I quote you, "I didn't make any games your sophomore year, but God has blessed me to be at every game this year." Ma'am, please come forward so we can show you the recognition that you deserve for putting your son first. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jackson. Woo, what an inspiration, what an inspiration. You all can have a seat. I've given you your 5 minutes of fame, so you all can sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude and we're at the end, we have to take an opportunity to recognize an individual. He had to leave because I know that he is ill, but he pressed on to be here tonight. He is a true leader. He is a visionary. He is a king's maker, trailblazer. He's my friend and my mentor, and he's the 2016 Jet Award presenting sponsor. I'm speaking of none other than Michael B. Yanni, the founder and CEO emeritus of Burlington Capital Corporation. Mr. Yanni has been with the Jet Awards since its inception. He loves the award. He loves the idea. He loves the purpose. And he loves the vision. Ladies and gentlemen, in his absence, and Miss Ruth, his right hand is here. Raise your hand, Miss Ruth. Behind every good man is a superwoman, and that's Miss Ruth, man. She keeps us on point. So, ladies and gentlemen, in his absence, please stand on your feet and give Mr. Yanni a big Omaha round of applause. Thank you so very much for recognizing an individual that truly deserves recognition each and every day. So with that, it is time for me to turn the mic over to none other than our host. Slow down, Jet. Slow down, Jet. Slow down. I would tell you that I have been stationed all over the world, and I've never seen a community that cares more about its youth than the community of Omaha, Nebraska. I've never seen an individual. Give it up for Omaha, give it up. I've never witnessed an individual strive to give back as much as Johnny the Jet Rodgers do. Here's an individual that won the Heisman Trophy in 1972. When I first met Johnny, we was in Buffalo Wild Wings. I had never met him in my life before. I heard legends about him, but I was supposed to interview for this position, and so I met him up at Buffalo Wild Wings, and as always, Johnny is late. So I'm sitting in Buffalo Wild Wings with a couple of his associates, me and Denny and a couple of guys, and Johnny rolls in. And as Johnny walks in the door of Buffalo Wild Wing, I watch the table next to me, a group of probably freshmen in college, and their eyes got big as the moon, and one whispered to the other one, hey, you know who that is? You know who that is? Now, remember now, he last ran a football probably in 78 or something, before the kid was even born. But this kid was starstruck when Johnny walked in, and Johnny came on in and sat down. And so me being the type of guy I am, I walked over to the table and said, hey, you know who that is? He's like, man, that's Johnny the Jet Rodgers. I said, how do you know who that is? Man, everybody knows Johnny the Jet. Hey, you think he'll take a picture with me? Now listen to this. So I go back to Johnny and say, hey, Johnny, this kid over here wants to take a photo with you. And Johnny was like, oh, man, that'd be great. He turned over to one of the assistants and said, go outside and get the Heisman. This joker ride around Omaha with the Heisman in his trunk. Am I telling the truth, Johnny? The guy goes outside and comes in Buffalo Wild Wing with this case, and he pops the case. I mean, you could tell they have done this several times before. The guy pops the case open, and the Heisman comes out, and bam, he sits it on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, we shut down Buffalo Wild Wings. The cooks came from the back. The waitresses stopped serving. The manager told everybody take a break, and Johnny, being Johnny, took about 100 photographs and signed about 150 autographs. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my friend, Johnny the Jet Rodgers.
Thank you. Thank you. I really have been fortunate as time goes on after all these years to realize how fortunate I have been to have grown up in Omaha, Nebraska. They call it Omaha, against the current. And that's because there's been so many different individuals that have been born and came through Omaha that really went on to do fabulous things throughout the United States and other parts of the world. We've had Bob Gibson, the great baseball Hall of Famer. We have Gale Sayers, one of the greatest running backs of all time. I think the youngest guy to ever get in the Hall of Fame. We got Marlon Briscoe, the first black quarterback to be inducted, to the first black quarterback in the NFL. Was right from here in Omaha, Nebraska. Bob Boozer, first black Olympian to play basketball for Chicago and for the Olympics. Ron Boone, they call him the Iron Man, played more games in NBA than anybody else without an injury. And it goes on and on. President Ford, Jane Fonda, Nick Nolte. I mean, it's been really a trip. But we've always had a great community. And I think the three things that we've had that I really noticed in growing up here, that we did have a great community that cared about our youth, and we've always been trying. The second thing I've noticed that was really important and back in those days and still important is family. And I have my family right here. Would you guys stand up? This is the Rodgers family. Here's my mother, Ardella, my son, Terry, and his wife, my beautiful daughter, Jewel, my brother, Eddie, my cousin, Judy, my sister, Diane, and my mother and my sister, Stephanie, and her husband, Sam. I tell people all the time, if you can do anything by yourself, it ain't big enough, because teamwork really does make your dreams work. All the celebrities here that came to support here today, would you guys stand up? There's Richie Glover, our Outlet and the Barty Trophy winner. Stay standing. There's Gerald White, Coach Osborne's first All-American. Mike Rozier, the hardest running guy in show business. Russell Harrison, K-State. And then the great Rich Upchurch and my main man, Greg Pruitt. I mean, how can we go wrong? And where's Erica? Erica Crouch. Eric, stand up. Let him see you. I couldn't see him for the light. Thank you, Eric. I really couldn't do it without these guys and our Jet Award team. I tell you what, putting together an event like this over the period of time that it takes darn near every year to put it together, you really learn a lot about yourself and about discipline and about the people you can really count on. And people really want a lot of things out of life, but they don't really want to do what it takes to do them. But you got to do what you got to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. And that's the way our teams really position themselves. All the people that are part of the Jet Award team, you guys stand up. Ruth, Denny, all the guys in the back. Mark, you already standing. Kay, you part of the team too. Stand up. But we're proud of what the Jet Award really represents, and we're extremely proud to keep it here in Omaha. For years, Omaha has thought of itself as the sports capital of the United States, and we hope that the Jet Award will help to build that foundation even stronger. A special thanks to all of our great sponsors, and thanks to all of the star power that we have here tonight. You have all earned a place in our hearts. Our close for tonight is another special gift to you and our city. When it's complete, the desserts and after party will begin in the balcony. Do we have Rick Umbaugh here? Rick? Okay, we have another special deal we're going to go on, and I'd like to just explain to you a little bit about what we're doing. All right, now it's time for you to sit down and shut up. We're running things here now. All right, that's right. We had a couple sponsors that we had that we weren't able to really close down there, so we wanted to give something special. And it's really hard, and I'm trying to come up with a couple of things, but it's really hard to give away something that's actually really priceless. And so we hope that we're trying, for every scholarship that we give out, then there's matching scholarships. And we're talking about kids who might not ordinarily get an education that we're providing that opportunity for. It really is about a life for life. I have here a Heisman Trophy football This past year, there's been signed by 20 different Heisman Trophy winners. Pete Dawkins from Army, Mike Garrett, Steve Spurrier, Gary Beeben, Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner, Tony Dorsett, Billy Sims, George Rodgers, South Carolina, Marcus Allen, USC, Mike Roziers, Tim Brown, Charlie Ward, Eddie George, Danny Warfield, Ron Dane, Eric Crouch, Troy Smith, and Tim Tebow, and Lamar Jackson, the 2016 Heisman Trophy winner. We have the ball all encased here with all the signatures, with all the names of all the guys on it. I can't tell you how much it would cost to actually go around and to get all these guys to sign, but we would like to have Rick. It's going to give an opportunity for someone in the audience to get it here this evening as an auction item, and for that, may the best person win. Here you go, Rick.
Okay, I'm going to go first. You want to model it, Johnny?
All right, I'll model it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll let Johnny model that while we're selling it here. Dory, I asked you about the touchdown against Nebraska, and whoever did your movie, your film, well, was very smart not to include that, by the way. So that was the first time I noticed you. It was right behind the game, but we still did cover the spread, so I was really glad about that. Okay, so selling your Heisman ball there, you got 20 winners on there, and Johnny's kind of modeling it there. Okay, there, and what do you go there? You're going to get your hands up a little bit there. It's a lot of light up here. And Jewel's going to be taking bids back there, and I guarantee you, if I was bidding, I'd turn it into her over me, that's for sure. Okay, selling the Heisman ball there, and what do you go there? 10,000 there to buy them. At 10 did it go there, 10,000. Hit 10 did it go now, hit it go now, here now, 10,000. Bid 2,000. Hit to 2, hit it go there, 2,000. Hit 2, that it go now, here now, go now, 2,000, go now, 2,000. Hit 2, hit it go now, give 2, that it go now, 2, that go now, 2,003. Hit it go now, hit it go now, here now, 3,000. Got 2 right here, bid 3. Hit 3, hit it go to 2, to go now, 2, now 3. Did we mention that they will be they're going to be doubling the money here again on this? This is part of the fundraising effort, so they will be doubling the money. Metro will be matching the funds here on the benefit of this ball here. I got 2,000 bid and 3. At 3 to go to 2 now to go now 3 to go now 2 bid 3. At 3 and 3 here 4. And 4 there to go now 3 bid 4. 4 to go now 4,000 to go to 4 there and 4 to go down 4,000. At 3 to go to 4 there now 4,000. Got 3 out bid 4 to go to 4 there to go now 4,000. Bid 35 and 4. At 4 to go now here to go down 4,000. If it hit to go now here now 4,000. I got 35 and 4 there now 45. And 45 and 5 there to go to 45 here 5. And 45 and down 5 to go to 5,000. It hit to go now here now 5,000. Bid it hit to go to 5 here to go now here now 5,000. 5 you say 5, thank you. 5,000 now 6 here to go now 5 and 6 6 had to go now here 6,000. I got 5 to go now 5 now 5,500. Hey, he's not going to share it, I guarantee you. 5,000 bid 55. I'm not going to tell you where the bid's at, but I got 5,000 now 55. At 5 it hit 55 it go now here 55. It hit to go now here now 55. I got a 5,000 bid now 5,500. If it 55 now 6 had to go down here to go now 6,000 here. 6 had to go down here to go now 6,000. 6 now 65. If I hit to go down here to go now 65. It hit to go now here now 65. Got a 6,000 bid 65. Hit a 55 here to go to 5 there now 5. Tell you what, other tables can participate. 6,000 bid 5. 5 now hit a 5. I got a 6,000 bid 65. Hit a 55 there now 5. Bid 6,100. Hit a 1 to go now here to go now 1 at 2 hit to go now 62. 2 to go to 2 now here to go now 62. And now 3 at 3 now 3 bid 4 at 4 there to 4 down here to 4 6 hit to 4 now 5 at 5 hit to 5 and 6 6 hit to now here now 66 hit to now 6 and now 7 hit to go now 7. I got a 6 hit now 67. I got 6 hit to go now 67. Got it 66. Vince, you haven't bid yet. 67. 7 hit to go now. Hit to go now. 67. 7 hit to go now. Hit to go now. 67. I got 7 hit now. 7 and 8. Bid 8 hit to go now. 7 now 8. Hit it 8 hit to go now. 7 now hit to go now. I got 67 and 8. Bid 8 hit to go now 8. All done at 8. At hit to go now. Hit to go now. To go now here now 68. Anywhere else there? Hands up, guys. 6,800. At 8 to go to hit to go now here now 68. All done to go now. Give 68. At hit to go down to now 68. I'm going to sell it 6,800 and all done to go down 68 and sold them $6,700 to Mr. and Mrs. and Coach Riley and his wife there. Thank you very much. Welcome to Nebraska, guys. Thank you very much. And co-bidder, I'm going to make my co-bidder, I will give you a chance if you'd like the ball from last year, the 2015, that also has 20 signatures on it. For the same money, you could have that ball. There's actually 21 signatures last year. He'll take it. Thank you very much. Right over there at that table. Folks, that's 25,000 made really quick. Thank you, guys. 25,000. Johnny, if you wouldn't mind, I just want to say just a moment. If you look at page 22 in your program there, I'm from Columbus, Nebraska, and that guy in the program, number 27, he wasn't a star of the play or anything. He did go play pro football. His name is Joe Blaha. Joe is right there on the 30-yard line with Johnny. But if you remember late in that play, John Harrison's coming on that sideline, and he's probably going to catch Johnny, and Johnny's only going to have a 65-yard return. And probably Greg Pruitt's going to say it was a clip, but it was a great block if you're from Columbus, Nebraska. And Joe Blaha nipped that guy off, allowing Johnny to get in the end zone. Joe died here about 6 months ago, so please remember him in your prayers and things. He was a great guy, and he made Johnny what he is.
Here you go, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for coming out tonight. We have an after party. We have desserts for you. Enjoy yourselves. Don't drive and drink, and have a great Omaha night. Thank you a lot.